season, but it's about how they bounce back now. No doubt they've spent pre-season preparing for this moment. It's a chance to put things right, and 3 points today would go a long way towards that. I just hope we get a good game.
That will be a Real Madrid corner. And they've gone with a short one. Valverde. Mbappe, and that's where it ends, with possession lost.
They didn't allow that to develop, did they? Good organisation, I would say.
This is the Real Madrid starting lineup. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Federico Valverde plays alongside Aurelien Tchouameni in midfield. And the main man up front is Kylian Mbappe. Here's how PSG line up. Nuno Mendes starts with Achraf Hakimi as fullbacks, and they'll play with a lone striker up front. Well, in a very short space of time, Jude Bellingham has become one of football's most influential players. What can we expect to see from him in this one?
Well, he's such a creative player, both with his passing and his ability to beat defenders. He'll have a big influence today.
Federico Valverde. Intercepted. Great reading of the game. Surely someone's got to do something about this. Well, he's lost the ball, and any chance has gone. Waited beautifully. But no, just offside.
Well, it's fine margins, isn't it? But in the end, he just went too early.
That's a good ball. Could go in front here. And the first blow is delivered. 1-0. Real Madrid get the game going again. Disappointed to have fallen behind. Rodrigo. Allowed to go a long way with this. Has the space to whip it in here. Surely the equaliser. It's there! That didn't last long. They're back level already. And away we go again at 1-1. Nuno Mendes. Raul Neves. Could be something on from this. He's offside. The flag is up. Mendes. Closed it down well. Kylian Mbappe. If they go now, there could be a break on. Well, any chance has gone for now.
Well, no frills, but it's effective, that's for sure.
Mbappe, he's in here. Everything about that tackle had to be right. And with that deflection, it'll be a throw-in. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. That's a lovely ball. There might be something building now. And the keeper's sorted it out with some difficulty. PSG exploiting the space on the flank. Raul Neves. Possession lost just at the point of something happening. Waiting in the centre. A chance yet to appear. A goal that gives them the advantage. That's going to be all for the first half at the Bernabeu. he's certainly had a decent game so far, or maybe... And the ball rolling again, with PSG holding the slender advantage. Dembele, great chance here. It's there, and it's a goal. That's a real settler for them. 2 in front now. Rudiger. On to Valverde. Chouameni. Well read to gain possession. Getting closer. Opportunity here. And there's his second of the match, leading the way for the team. So back underway, 4-1 now. Coutinho. On they go under no real pressure. Oh yes, all the practice pays off. Now he's in. This could be it. Well, it was looking good, but ultimately nothing doing.
No chance of getting through on that occasion, was there?
Vinicius Junior. PSG with width here. Different angle of attack. Super try, and almost a super goal.
Well, it's always a difficult technique on the volley, but I think that's a massive chance he should score from.
Beautifully weighted ball. Gets past really nicely. Real opportunity. And a superb block. Dembele. Now, this might be promising. Should score here. Oh, the build-up was lovely. The way it's ended, not so good.
What an important challenge that was.
Vinicius Junior. That's a good ball. The chance yet to appear. Vinicius Junior. Could take things forward a notch here. The defence quick to snatch it back. Vitinha. Breaking at pace, this could be dangerous. And I'm afraid that's where it ends for them. And we could watch that sort of skill all day. What a chance! It just needed the finishing touch. A nice move ends there. Setting up the chance. Oh, that's a sensational cutout. Great work.
That really was an important bit of play.
Vitinha. They're in here. And 2 becomes 3 as he completes his hat-trick. A superb performance.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance.
And the referee brings the game to a close. A game that hasn't gone Real Madrid's way.
You're absolutely...
time before I leave. On second thought, I changed my mind. Been in this graveyard all my life. I'll do whatever I want. I'll see who I wanna see. Whenever I want, I'll be whatever I need. Now I'm gone, quick as a gunshot, born to run, can't be held up. Now I'm free, finally. She packed mine, but it's nothing I needed. You can fool some people some of the time, and I was one of those fools. But you can't fool everyone all the time, 'cause it catches up with you. Now I'm gone, quick as a gunshot, born to run, can't be held up. Now I'm free, finally. You packed mine, but it's nothing I needed. Now I'm gone, now I'm free, born to run.
Two sides are primed to give it their all in what promises to be 90 minutes of relentless end-to-end action. We should be in for a cracker. Hello from one of the world's most iconic stadiums, the Santiago Bernabeu. I'm Guy Mowbray and I'm joined by the ever-knowledgeable Stuart Robson. And hopefully we've got some goals and drama on the way. It's Real Madrid and they take on Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, they didn't play at their best last time out, so they'll need a better display today. In such a short campaign, you can't afford to lose two on the bounce.
It's a proper scrap in there now.
Well, I'm not seeing too much quality out there at the moment.
PSG with acres of space to attack. Players waiting in the centre, and the defence regains control. This is the Real Madrid starting lineup. Thibaut Courtois is in goal. Vinicius Junior starts with Rodrigo in the wide positions, and the main man up front is Kylian Mbappe. Chance to score, and there it is, 1-0 already. It's 1-0 as the game restarts. Vinicius Junior. Real moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? That's not a bad-looking ball. Alexander-Arnold. Someone for the team there.
What a block that was.
Dembele. Vitinha. This to draw level. Vitinha, an equaliser. What a terrific to-and-fro start to the match.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Vinicius Junior. Ball back with PSG now. PSG pushing forward with options available. Vitinha. Opportunity here. Vitinha. Oh, they scored again. The game had only just restarted after the last one.
Con el 17, Vitinha.
Rodrigo. Promising looking ball. Oh, surely. And it's in. The lead has gone in an instant, and we're all square again. And away we go again at 2-all. William Pacha. Now Hakimi. Marquinhos. Mendes. Well read to gain possession. PSG being afforded too much space here. This to see them lead. And again. Coutinho. It's in. And of course it's in. It's a masterclass in finishing to complete his hat-trick. Rodrigo. Real Madrid trying to get things moving. Mbappe. Oh, heroic tackle.
Yeah, super stuff there.
It's to equalise. And there's the equaliser. The advantage was not held for long.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a really nice ball to put him through. The vision to set up the chance is outstanding, but I think the defending is poor. How can the goalkeeper be left so exposed with two players running at him? Mind you, it's still a great team goal.
That's one. What's next? Really good pass. And on that whistle, the first half comes to an end. Well, he's produced a masterful performance up to this point. 10 out of 10.
Well, he was excellent in that first half. He almost ran the game at times with his passing ability. Unless he's marked better in the second.
And the second half begins. Who will it be to turn the draw into a win? Oh, yes, all the practice pays off.
That's how to go past a marker.
To take the lead. A goal that gives them the advantage. The back and forth resumes then. There's no telling what happens from here. Chouameni. On to Bellingham. Well, that's not going to cut it. Chouameni. And there it ends, the flag raised.
Well, you just question if he could have let that run. He must have known he was offside.
Ousmane Dembele. Vitinha. Oh, super challenge. He stopped a certain goal. Mbappe. Wonderful to miss kick now. Now they've got possession. What can they do from here? Oh, lovely skill to beat his marker. Chance to score. Another goal, and it's one that tightens their grip on this game. And this incredible game goes again with the score 5-3 now. Eduardo Camavinga. Federico Valverde. Oh, that's been won really smartly. Ivica Kvaratskhelia. And this could be. Real chance here. And a marvellous save.
Well, he's just pulled off a remarkable save there. Brilliant goalkeeping.
They decide against putting it into the box. All the way through, that's well kept. And it's on here. He tried to absolutely smash that, which, as we've seen, wasn't the right decision. Chouameni. In the right position to cut out the pass. Oh, he's done well to get past his man. Here we go! Terrific! Another goal. What a scoreline this is for them. Camavinga. On to Valverde. Getting closer. Opportunity now. Oh, it's a goal. And it was really nicely finished. Ousmane Dembele. Goes on past the defender. And a goal to take them even further clear. Signing off in style.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. But he's still got so much work to do. Just look at the strength he shows to hold off the defender and still get his shot away. That's a really good finish.
Vinicius Junior. Chouameni. Possession lost just at the point of something happening.
Well, that was a really excellent piece of defending there.
Moving forward under no real pressure. Decent chance. Very, very close, but hit too hard to get the bend that was needed to score. Bellingham. And against the post. Well, they've done the hard work, it seemed, but no end product. Vitinha. He's in here. Off the right. And 2 becomes 3 as he completes his hat-trick. A superb performance.
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive. And from there, the end result was never in doubt. He just goes around the keeper and slots it home. Lovely finish.
And the referee brings the game to a close. A game that hasn't gone Real Madrid's way.
That just wasn't good enough today. A lack of a game plan, too many players below par, and not enough energy all around the pitch. A really worrying performance for me.
Du mat, je suis encore en retard. Je suis encore en retard. Danse contre sound système, balance du sound système. La daronne est folle et manque à leur chinois. Ma mini-jupe, je crois qu'elle la kiffe pas. Même s'ils sont en nombre devant ma porte, même si tous dans la barre, même s'ils sont ready, attendent que je sorte. Les copines sont toutes dans la boîte. Je veux chaque samedi. À mon mec j'ai rien dit. Il appelle mon numéro, je décroche pas, j'ai rien dit. MC dans la Benz. Tous mes MC dans la Benz. MC dans la Benz. Tous mes MC dans la Benz. MC. Tous mes MC dans la Benz. MC. Tous mes MC dans la Benz. C'est pas pour eux que je m'habille bien, c'est j'étais mon phone. C'est déjà grave tard. Je cherche la bagarre, je rentre dans le poco, j'en au hasard. Menu olé, j'appelle mes potes, ils répondent hop. Quelqu'un, sur mes choux, j'ai le seum, je me retrouve.
If you believe that there's no such thing as a friendly, then get yourself set to enjoy a find-out fixture as two teams look to discover more about themselves and their opponents. All the action coming your way here on EA TV. A warm welcome to iconic Anfield. I'm Guy Mowbray, and alongside me for commentary is Sue Smith. And it's quite simple, really. They need to find a top-class performance here to keep title hopes alive. It's Liverpool, and they take on Bayern Munich.
I think it's so important that both teams start on the front foot, take the game to the opposition, and an early goal would certainly settle any nerves.
This is the Liverpool starting lineup. Alisson is in goal. Virgil van Dijk plays alongside Ibrahima Konate as centre-backs. Mohamed Salah plays with Cody Gakpo out wide, and leading the attack is Alexander Isak. This is today's Bayern Munich starting lineup. Manuel Neuer is in goal. Joshua Kimmich starts alongside Leon Goretzka in central midfield, and the main striker is Harry Kane. Oh, good vision. Kane. Oh, chance here. A vital block. And that's only going to be a goal kick. Cody Gakpo. Ball one, well read. Now, what can they do from here? Bit sloppy in possession. Michael Olise. A lot of room out wide for Bayern. Kimmich. Decent looking attack, this. And the defence has done its job to stop any trouble brewing. Dominik Szoboszlai goes on past the defender. Intercepted. Great reading of the game.
make your way to the ticket office, you have your wife's ticket. Thank you.
Kane. Space out wide for Bayern. And stopped in their tracks with a change in possession. Could be something on, but the keeper quick off his line, read it superbly. Kimmich. Michael Olise. Olise. Now Kimmich. And they come away with the ball. Gravenberch. Isak. And that is going to be keeper's ball. Kimmich. Michael Olise. Now with Kimmich. Laimet. Bayern exploiting the space on the flank. Now, this could be interesting from there. And it's hit well, just a little too high.
Well, you can see he's got a great technique with his free kicks. He's got the ability to get it up and over the wall, but just can't get it to dip enough in time.
And that brings to a close the first half here in Liverpool. So after a quiet first half, the second gets started, and let's hope it does. Kane. Keeping it nicely, just waiting to pounce and put themselves in front. Well, nothing to get excited about at the end of it. Gravenberch. Need to be better with the ball. Gets past really nicely. This for the lead. No, that's superb from the defender.
Well, that was close, wasn't it? Got there just in the nick of time.
Space out wide for Bayern. trying to find the space. Oh, a great chance. Oh, a brilliant save. Superbly kept out. And they go short with the corner. Kim Min-jae. On to Goretzka. Good passing, not looking to force it just yet. Chance to score! Well, from a seemingly impossible angle, not far away at all.
Well, for a moment, I thought it was going to squeeze inside. It's a really decent effort.
Good pressure high up the pitch. This could be dangerous. This for the lead. Who got in the way of it?
Oh, it's brave defending that. Good body position.
Andy Robertson. Excellent reading of the game to win the ball. Should score here. It just needed the finishing touch. A nice move ends there. Oh, could be a chance here. Real opportunity. It's got to be. And it's in! The wait for a goal is over. Well, we've had to wait until the second half, but finally the deadlock has been broken. Virgil van Dijk. Wirtz. And on to Salah. Well, it did look threatening, but the keeper will be happy to claim that. Oh, a little careless there. Put into the middle. Well, a bit of a disappointing end to the attack. Working hard to win it back there. Liverpool exploiting the space on the flank. Ball lost and the chance gone.
Yeah, he stopped that one in its tracks, didn't he?
They might get caught on the break here. Moving through on goal. Great drama here. All square once again, and no wonder they're off celebrating.
Well, here we can see it again, and it's a really cool finish. He didn't overthink it, just made his mind up and slotted it home.
Davis. It's more or less next goal wins time. Could this be it? This for the match. Still the chance. Oh, what a chance. Great instinct there to cut it out. Now it needs a good ball in. And it's all over with the score level, but plenty to get stuck into when we look back at the game.
Oh,
You in the sky, you in the dream, me in the clouds, scaling the breeze. Who set it off? I would agree. You got the light, I'm ready, stardust. Can you feel it take over now? All of, can you feel it take over now? Blood rush that you give me so motion now. Stardust, can you feel it take over now? Ready, start. that you made me do stardust. Can you feel it take over now? Oh love, can you feel it take over now? Blood rush that you give me so much, you know. Stardust, can you feel it take over now?
If you believe that there's no such thing as a friendly, then get yourself set to enjoy a find-out fixture as two teams look to discover more about themselves and their opponents. It's on the way for you live on EA TV. Welcome to an iconic stadium in football and in rugby. It's the Parc des Princes in Paris. I'm Guy Mowbray with the former Arsenal and West Ham midfielder Stuart Robson alongside me. And they need to pull out all the stops here to stay in with a chance of being champions. It's Paris Saint-Germain facing Brazil.
Yeah, their title challenge has slipped away in recent matches. Unless they get all 3 points here today, they'll have to wait another season to fight for top spot.
And there it is. Oh, but the flag goes up. It's not going to count.
Well, it was a close call, but he is just offside. Good finish, mind you.
Vinicius Junior. PSG recovering possession well. Something could be on with this. Has the space to whip it in here. Teeing up the chance now. A good spell of patient possession. Matheus Cunha. This could be! Matheus Cunha! That hasn't been decisively dealt with. He's lost it. Could be costly. A vital block.
That really was a wonderful piece of defending.
Well, he's a player that many have been talking about. Will we be talking about him for the right reasons today, though?
Well, if he times his runs off the ball and isolates defenders in 1v1 situations, his pace will cause all sorts of problems today.
Neymar, good patient build-up, but not quite the end product. Oh, that's really well cut out. Rafinha. Neymar. Rafinha now. That's a good ball. It's pinched, read his mind there. Achraf Hakimi. Vinicius Junior. Plenty of open space to explore here. Guimaraes. Bruno Guimaraes. Nothing to split them, but this move is looking promising.
Yeah, they look such a fluid team at the moment, don't they?
Well read to gain possession. Vitinha. Struggling to keep the ball there. And out of play for a PSG throw. João Neves. Oh, surely! And the tackle spot on!
Oh, what a tackle that was.
Neymar. Oh, he's done well to get past his man. Options available in the middle. Well, they got so far, but no end result. And with that, the first half comes to an end here in Paris. The ball is rolling and the second half is underway. Marquinhos. Ederson. Ibanez. Oh, so much space to attack. Now, this has to be. And that will be a penalty. Make it 1-0. And it's in. A show of composure from 12 yards out. The game needed a goal. That's what we've got. What sort of response will we see now? Marquinhos. Vitinha. No stopping him there. Oh, good defending, just when it was looking threatening. Opportunity now. Oh, you can't stop them now. They've got another in double quick time. Nuno Mendes. Pacho. Kvaratskhelia. Perfectly anticipated, really well won. Neymar. Bruno Guimaraes. Ball given away. Oh, given away. That's a real loss of focus. Bruno Guimaraes. Put into the box. And the attack is over. Really good defending. Opportunity here. Oh, I don't believe it. A sensational challenge.
Yeah, that's a great intervention there.
Beautifully weighted ball. 20 minutes left to play. Matheus Cunha. Possession changes hands. Vitinha. And that has been adjudged to be offside. Space out wide, and they're using it. Could get it over now. And the chance slips away. Ivica Kvaratskhelia. That'll be PSG's ball. Ousmane Dembele. This to get back into it. A chance yet to appear. They need to be better on the ball than that. Ousmane Dembele. No sign of stopping yet. Oh, they were getting interested there, but not anymore. Vitinha. So that will do it for today, and it's the visiting fans who will go home the happier. Your overall impression?
It was fairly comfortable.